expanding possibilities. The Mindset Zone.
I'm your host, Ana Melikian, and I'm here to support you increase your impact while preventing burnout. The Mindset Zone is a place to pause, increase your self-awareness, and embrace the growth mindset. Find more resources, including information about the Mindset Zone book at mindset.zone. Yes, instead of .com is .zone. Today, I want to share with you a story about a red telephone booth. And this happened in London. We spent now in the summer 4 days in London, and we come across this red telephone booth that made me think about the power of innovation, resilience, and the ability to adapt to change that is so important nowadays. I was with my daughter. We just had visited the Victoria Albert Museum in London. That is a beautiful institution. It was a sunny day. And while we are going out of the museum, we spot this bright red telephone booth. Almost it was like painted yesterday. The first thing that I thought that was one of that modern installations that they have done, like that a way of honoring the beauty of the traditional red telephone booth. But as we walk, I noticed that no, it was a coffee stand. So they have transformed the phone booth, that red ones that in England at the top they even have the crown, in something totally different, a coffee stand. And while I was like mesmerized looking to it and we kept walking, the friendly barista that was there, she greeted us with a warm smile and very like that beautiful British accent and very polite and said, "See, do you fancy a coffee?" So we decided to stop and I ordered a latte. My daughter was iced coffee. And I was, when the barista was preparing the coffee, I was looking to it and I was thinking, oh my gosh, what an ingenious way of transforming this telephone booth in something that is different and a new life, a second chance to this object that nowadays everybody has their mobile phones, so we don't need to have the phone booths anymore, but they are so iconic, so beautiful. So seeing these to be reinvented in this brilliant way was really wonderful to see. The transformation is really, they have the coffee machine inside, they had the table in front, and it gives the idea that they can fold everything at night and put it inside the booth and lock it. And then during the day, they just have to take it out, open the door, and they have everything there. Very cute and very well done. A perfect blend of all the new, preserving the charm and nostalgia of that red telephone booth while adopting it to something that we can enjoy nowadays. And as I was savoring the latte and chatting with the barista there, and afterwards I was thinking and reflecting on the deeper meaning behind this transformation of how can we transform something obsolete in a perspective of the modern world into something with a new use that honors the past but brings a new use to the future. And so a great example of innovation, be creative, and the resilience of embracing the change and to look to opportunities. And I think all of us nowadays, with a so fast rhythm of change that we are living in the modern world, we have objects, we have things in our lives, we have mindsets that sometimes look a little bit, what can I do with this old belief that I have? maybe we can reinvent it. Maybe we can breathe a new life into it, a new repurpose to it. It's really a question of pausing and creating new opportunities. And this, the red telephone booth is a perfect example and metaphor for instance. So instead of to charge this thing as, okay, obsolete, as old, I don't need that, we can recreate in something that we can use, and we can think about other uses that we can do with things. So my challenge to myself and to you, next time that you find yourself facing a challenge or a change in your life, think of that red telephone booth or something in your life that you managed to transform to gain a new life. It's great to remember of the power that we have to adapt, to innovate, to find the new ways of thriving and embracing the new opportunities out there, and bringing the old and into something new together. So I even wrote an article of Medium about this, and I'm ending now. I'm doing what I'm calling the Anna's Musing. It's like a little section in medium.com where I'm planning to put this type of inspiring stories, and I ended with my PI method exercise that is inviting you to pause for a moment, to absorb and to really give yourself the opportunity to increase your self-awareness, and embrace the experimentation mindset that allow us to keep growing, to grow our mindset. So it's PI, pause, P, increase self-awareness, I, and embrace the experimentation mindset, E. And I have like journal prompts that you can explore there. So thank you for joining me on this Mindset Zone episode. And until next time, keep embracing change and finding new ways to make your mark on the world.
Expanding possibilities, the Mindset Zone.
Thank you for listening. If you can think of a person who will find this episode helpful, please share it. Spreading the word about the Mindset Zone podcast is very powerful. For extra resources, including information about the book Mindset Zone, Actualize Your Human Potential, go to mindset.zone. Yes, instead of .com is .zone. As always, I'm so grateful that you are here. Expand what's possible for you, for the ones around you, for the world.